Hey everyone, what's up? I had other plans for stuff for tonight, but then shit got postponed, and then I'm like, screw it, I'm just gonna go live, and hopefully, I'm expecting my guest to come join me anyways. So until then, though, it's just me. So, and this actually might turn out to be a good thing though, because I'm guessing some people may want to ask some questions, or if maybe they have questions. I don't know. If you do, I think it'd be better to have questions be asked now than later. And yes, you'll see what I mean. So that's all. What's up, everyone? How you doing? Hey, Jamie. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Hoothree, Kathy Ann, Beth Yan, Reagan, Nikki. What's up? Hey, Heather. I know I didn't give any warning or whatever. I was just like, no, sure, I can schedule it for 10, 15 minutes from now, but just screw it. I'm going on. My eyelashes keep fucking up. I got ready and everything because I'm going to be making a couple of videos. I'm going to be doing the drink videos finally. I got everything I need finally. I got a whole nice stocked kitchen to make 2 awesome drinks. I'm going to be making a white chocolate peppermint schnapps, or no, a white chocolate peppermint martini and a Grinch margarita. And no, Reagan, no, it's not who. Can you imagine though if it were? I'm here. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Hey, Grace, Keith, Eliar, Tiffany. I think I might have said you guys. Hey, Jen Gerard, what's up? I was wearing your lipstick this morning. Yeah, it was this morning when I was, because I'm working on a Unirock video, and yeah, I saw your lipstick there, and I'm like, oh my god, I haven't worn this in forever. I'm going to wear this. So I put it on. I was wearing that all day. Let's see. Is that Reptile Mama? That's a cool name. Hey, Lee. Hey, Keeping Up with KP. Feeling kind of breezy. And my eyelashes keep sticking. Damn it. I'm going to have to try to do something about that. And I didn't bring my contact. Oh, I'll be right back. Sorry. Okay, now I'm back. Usually I bring a little mirror out here with me, but I forgot this time. All right. Just take these off for now and put them back on later when I do the videos. So yeah, I'm going to be making those 2 drinks. I was going to make a video on how to make them and everything. They're really super easy, and they're so good. And I have to say, all the liquor, and even once I factor in all the non-liquor that I needed to make these 2 cocktails. And for granted, I bought small bottles of a couple of things, but it came to $60. That's it to make these 2 freaking phenomenal drinks. That's awesome. Because I was thinking, oh my god, I'm gonna spend $150 just to make 2 drinks for a camera. It's just fucking ridiculous. But it's oh yay. It's been a while since I bought liquor. Apparently. Hey, Claire Bear. I know. Short notice. I did actually have a stream scheduled for 9:40, but my guess is I don't know. It's just life happened. So, yeah, I'm gonna wait and surprise y'all with the guest. And it's Rayton just messaged me asking me if it was this one person, and it's not someone it's not salts or anything like that. Okay, so I just want to don't expect salts or anything like that. But it is someone who I find very cool. let's see. Oh boy. And I'm working on a Unirock video because I was watching one of his stupid little broadcast ones there or whatever he did recently. And he's saying how we need to provide receipts or whatever, basically videos or whatever of the shit that he's said or been lying. And I'm like, okay. So, yep. Oh, and he also said that we should really put together, the same thing for Waxy. So, okay. So, and I've obliged with one so far and I'm almost done with the other. So. So what's going on? Anything? What's the news? Anything good? Could you imagine Michelle Sells came? Oh, Michael Sells. Could you imagine if he came out? Yeah, no kidding. I don't see that like ever happening, especially at least not while he's still representing like clients, probably. Sitting here drinking my peach crush, dude. Yep. Still got it. And wouldn't you know it too, like I found it at the store there like the other day or something, and I'd already ordered some online, so I got two 2-liters just came in the mail today. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, he's talking about me in his live stream. Oh, he's a fan. Isn't that what Katie says? You're a fan. That's nice. See, I am going to touch on something, though. He says that we picked and chose what we presented in the stream. And yeah, we did, because we wanted to make sure that we provided examples of what it is Nat has been doing. So we wanted to provide an example of how she was faking an entire conversation and then provide like maybe some of the actual ones so you could see, that's what we're doing. So yeah, we did pick and choose in that regard. I think you kind of have to if you're trying to, present an image or a picture, whatever. But we didn't withhold anything because, you see, there's going to be one of two things regarding us and Nat's DMs or whatever it is that's in these folders. If we are in them, if our names are in them, it's because either she and Little Miss Noble or Nat and Nat as Little Miss Noble discussed us, said our names and talked about us. Or if we are in there seemingly having spoken, well, then we're going to have the original receipts to compare if it says something that, some fuckery around or whatever. So I cannot tell you, I cannot stress how not worried or concerned I am about any of this. I have all records of all my DMs with Nat, my handful of ones with Little Miss Noble. Yeah. And every platform that they ever contacted me on. So I'm good. I'm golden. Seems like he's getting awfully worked up though about this shit. Like, I don't know. I can't tell if maybe he's just like a little nervous, like maybe he feels he should be, or I'm wondering if maybe he felt I'm wondering maybe he thought that he was going to get the amazing and well-deserved compliment that Reagan had gotten the other night from Seltz. I don't know. Which, that would be sad because, especially if he didn't do any of the work. But, so, yeah, that's it. I'll check out his stream maybe later. I don't know. Tomorrow, we'll see. I can't listen to his long-ass streams either. I end up downloading his streams and I re-upload them to my personal YouTube account. I just keep them unlisted so that way I can get the transcript. Because he never likes to turn the transcript on for some reason. It's weird. I think he does that, though, so we can easily search his shit, but it takes like 10 minutes to download and upload, so I don't care. Oh, lots of talk when there was nothing to talk about. Lazy, anything, just saying, yep. And I was listening, when I was grabbing the clips and everything today, I was listening to it's some claims that Waxy had made, and either I forgot about these claims or I just it never like registered in my head. How was that? Oh, no. So or that, or it just never registered in my head what it is she was claiming. But I think I know why she kind of suspects that I was involved or whatever, which is kind of comical. She apparently I said something in one of my live streams. I was making a comment in reference to how Shar was saying how she tricked the hacker or whatever into, you know, revealing themselves, and it seems like she did, and it seems like it worked. Yeah. So and I guess I had said something in a stream like, dude, we already knew about this. And so I guess Waxy just immediately took that as I knew about it at the time that it happened. But no, I knew about it in March, maybe. I was told about it by the people who were monitoring the account, and those people were not me, but I was told this. That's how I knew about it. He's pissed because now everyone knows he was talking shit with all those receipts he put out. Israel. Yep. Yeah, that's the thing. He did. And let's think about this for a second. This is the person who has prided, is that a word? I don't know. Whatever. He's touted himself as being having this above normal ability to verify screenshots, right? I mean, this has been a thing for him since 2019? And I'm not commenting on the 2019 issue or situation. I'm just saying he's been talking about verification of screenshots and everything since then. So, and like, he didn't verify. He didn't even, like, there wasn't even any kind of scrutiny applied to any kind of verification process. Like in Kay Baxter's stream, Katie even explains how it is she verified that the screenshot of, or how she verified that Nat was being DM'd by Steve on Instagram by Steve's actual account. Which she had said was, what had happened too is that Natalie had sent a screenshot of the account, and Natalie had the account blocked. So it showed Steve's face, you know, his picture, and then 000 for followers and posts and everything. Everything is a 0 because when you block someone, just all the numbers drop to 0. So, and then Katie messaged her back and said, okay, well, you know, unblock him so I can see the numbers, so I can, you know, be sure that it's him. Because once you unblock him, then the numbers will reappear. So what Natalie did was she took another screenshot of Steve's account with the numbers up, but that's all she did. She didn't do a screen grab showing her in her DMs and in the message thread between she and Steve, then clicking on Steve's profile picture and then recording it as it went from the DMs over to Steve's profile, and then showing that it was in fact Steve's profile. That none of that was done. It was just a screenshot and then another screenshot. Like that shit, my dog could probably fake that shit, you know? And so, yeah. And Katie just sat there saying, oh, yeah, it was verified. Yep. Verified Steve's account. Yep. Verified. Okay. The only thing she verified is that she's a liar. I can't, this is too dark. But then I get too light. Maybe that's better. We'll see. Oh, wait, I got my glasses though. Oh, Waxy's over there? Oh, I just love unis. I confronted Waxy, defended Red, and said nice things about you. Oh, thank you, Shaky. It's cool you're not blocked because I got blocked. I don't know if I'm blocked. I haven't tried to go back in, but I was muted or kicked or something. No, I was still in the chat, I think, but I was definitely, none of my shit was like being seen. And I wasn't even trolling. I just went over there. I said, hey, hi to the chat. A couple of people said hi to me. I said hi back. Negative said hi to me. I was in the process of saying hi to him back and everything. And then this took place over like almost 10 minutes too. And then finally Waxy. Then finally Unirock was like, oh, we have a cult member here, and did some stupid busy skit. And next thing I know, it's bullshit. Verified bullshit and lying. 50% agree. So much to say about them knowing but not coming forward with it to help the accused and innocent told BS. Yep. I am going to say this though to the chat, and I really do. I'm going to ask that you, for one night, just show some, maybe a little bit of consideration to someone I'm going to bring on. We are going to talk about things. We're probably going to touch about like a lot of the drama going on, but I'm insisting. Okay, he's agreed, but I'm insisting that there are two subjects that he and I won't be permitted to discuss, and one of those subjects is Unirock. The other one is Steve. But we can talk about anything else. So I'm going to ask you guys in chat that when he comes on, just, if we could not break his balls and just start fighting about Unirock and everything, or Steve or whatever. It's your chat. You guys can do what you want, but I am going to ask and just let you know how much it would mean to me. I would really appreciate it. Don't make the mods' life tough. We are not in the mood to listen to. Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you said. Okay. I thought you were telling me not to make the mods' life tough. I'm like, what? How would I do that? And no, it's not Unirock. Come on. Although I would welcome him on. Yeah, no. Yeah, one of his followers was supposed to come on, but actually, now that I think about it, I think that whole thing might have been bullshit to begin with, because she said in my DMs when she canceled or backed out, whatever, that she was canceling because she had just learned that I was the one who filed the FOIA request for, Katie's R report there. And my first thought was, that's bullshit. Who the hell doesn't know who to blame for that by now? Especially someone who's been in this community for what I understand a long fucking time and knows everything there is to know about Steve. So how does she not know? So I find that bullshit. That's just my opinion. I'm totally reading that, Reagan, just so you know. I'm going to read it before my guest comes on. But Unirock has yet to accept Reagan's free month supply of vape juice and Red Bull. What are you waiting for, man? Dude, it's a month supply. Like vape and shit. Laura's from the GDC, not uni, that's why. Yeah. I don't know. She was kind of, I don't know. She seemed like she was at home there. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And I appreciate you letting me know. I could be wrong. It seemed kind of, I don't know. It was weird how, like, she and I were talking in DMs there, my DMs for a few minutes. And it was a nice, rational, normal, logical conversation. And then just came out with that crazy. I was like, wow. She claimed that I got the report to mock Katie about it. And then I monetized my stream about it. Like that right there, those things are completely false. Like, whatever. No, it's not Ren. It's not Ren or Roadhog. Do you nuts? I mean, nothing against either creator. I do still, enjoy the creators, but yeah, if I had any one of them on my stream right now and not the other or something, yeah, I'd definitely be in someone's like doghouse. I was gonna say shit house. Why was I gonna say shit house? Weird. Who are we talking about? I'm not gonna tell you. I already saw someone guess his name. No, it's not T-Spiracy either, John. No, it's definitely someone from Uni's camp. Although, would that mean T-Spiracy now? I'm not sure. Angel Cake. Sorry, I missed somebody who said that they didn't know. This chick Laura, who was going to come on for like a debate/discussion stream tonight, but if you saw me tweeting at someone yesterday, that's what it's about. Oh, you saw us talking hours ago, and yeah. It's not a guess if you follow EKC on Twitter. All right, yeah, right. You ready, PJ? What? She's not my guest. Although I would welcome her on too. I say there's not a whole lot of people I wouldn't welcome on. Yeah, and I'm going to put this out there too, because I put it out there to the people I was tweeting with, or tweeting at, whatever. She likes to take screenshots, so I was just giving her. Yeah, she's a big fan of those Discord chats too, isn't she? Anyways, I wanted to put something out there that, like, the people and everything I was tweeting at on Twitter, and if I find you find us tweeting at each other in the future, seriously, like, I will always welcome a discussion to come on, and I will offer the same rules to anyone who comes on. I will offer to turn the live chat off, because let's face it, if I'm going to go on somebody else's channel for a discussion and it's like crossing over into enemy territory, if you will, the chat, I would feel more comfortable with the chat turned off while I was there. So yeah, I will absolutely offer that. And I will also offer, and pretty much insist, that mics are muted while one person is talking for like a minute, 2 minutes, whatever. I don't care. But that goes back and forth, because I think it's important to just get a full thought out uninterrupted. And I know I can't always keep my mouth shut. I will open my mouth and start talking. So I'll need to mute too. Okay, what did it say? Did you see my tweet a couple hours ago? I mentioned you in it. Nothing bad, just picking. No, I didn't. I haven't been on Twitter in a few hours because I had improv class tonight. So I will go and check out Twitter. Oh shit! Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Oh fuck! I'm sorry. It just dawned on me when I changed tabs that I never sent the link. I'm such an idiot. I'm sending it now. And if you're listening, to answer your question from earlier, I'm using StreamYard because it's just easier for me. Okay. Because like, I don't even know what I was gonna say. Oh, getting OBS and shit to work, and like, with streaming with another person on, I need like to use Discord and shit, don't I? Discord, I think, I know Discord slows down my computer, but also I don't understand how to get it to work right. So. What am I doing? Oh my God. How do you say it? Okay. Okay, right there. I'm an idiot. Okay. So, all right, let me get back here. You're bringing a drink. Maybe I should make a drink. No. I gotta record myself making the drink first before I can start drinking them. I can't wait though. I can't wait to make these. Like I've had them and everything at where I work, but it's just I can't wait to have them at home and have like as many as I want without like paying for them. What was that? Oh, Aaron, I respect this about you. I disagree with your takes about 60% of the time. And yet you are willing to talk to anyone without games, more than Cheshire, Steve, or Uni, and his supporters can say. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, you can't, I don't see why people don't talk. I mean, you can't go wrong. You can't. Because either you're going to prove your point, or you're going to more so prove your point than the other, or you're going to learn something. I mean, where's the downside to that? Yeah, no, Unirock is not my guest tonight. Are you serious? You haven't figured it out yet, Claire? I think most of the chat did. Well, you'll see in a minute. I made a thumbnail and everything too, but I'm not applying the thumbnail yet because I didn't want to give it away. Yeah, and see, and Abby, another thing too, like, shit, who was it? Someone on Twitter had said it perfectly. I think I know who it was, but in case I'm wrong, I don't want to say. But they had said that where they didn't agree, but they understood. And I'm like, dude, that's like the perfect way to put it, because that's what it's all about. I mean, we're not going to agree on everything. None of us. We're not all going to agree on everything all the time. So when we don't, all we have to do is just understand. That's all, in my opinion. Anyways, my guest is here. Huh? All right, I'm adding you just so you know. Hello.
What up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you guys hear me? What's that?
No echo?
Huh?
There's no echo or anything?
No, there's no echo. No, you're good.
All right, cool.
Maybe a little bit of reverb or something. I think it's reverb. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have my headset. I can't find it anywhere. So, and my OBS, my window did a reset today, an update, and it messed with my OBS, and so I was trying to fix that real quick and get that, but anyway, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I know. I hear you. I have this issue with OBS on my iMac. It still does this glitch thing whenever I go to share a window capture. Whenever I add a window capture to the stream, to the screen or whatever, or to the scene, whatever it's called, it has this glitch, and it's annoying to look at. I mean, it's not like it glitches once every 1 minute or 2 minutes. It's like every 5 seconds, and it's just the window capture that glitches. Nothing else glitches.
Huh. We'll have to look at it one day. So, what's going on?
Nothing. What's going on with you?
Just looking at all the craziness going on.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. It is fucking crazy. Oh, I'm sorry. To everyone who is unaware, this is Negative Exponents. You're a moderator for Uni, right?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, so I don't that's why I didn't want to just call you like like Uni fam or whatever. You know, you do shit there. You know, it's part of your channel too, I think. So yeah, that's who this is. And he and I have been in talks or just talking with each other for some time now. He reached out to me to offer me some like assistance as far as the channel goes and streaming and stuff like that. And he has been invaluable too. For real. Like the stream deck is still like one of the best things I ever bought.
Oh, you're using that now?
Yeah, oh yeah, no, I use it. I use it a lot when I record because like I'll stream if it's just myself. I'll stream through OBS. I actually prefer that now, but if I'm having a guest on, it's just I still haven't figured it out that well. So I use StreamYard for that. But yeah, so that's who Negative is, and when he reached out to me to just answer some questions and give me some advice and everything as far as the technical part of this goes, he and I just got talking and. We agree to disagree on some things. But for the most part, I think when we talk, we get to a point where we can understand where each other's coming from. We may not agree still, but we can understand how the other person got to where they got, So.
There he is. I was trying to get the chat to pop out so I could watch it. So I got two computers next to each other. So,
wait a minute. Who is... Guys and mods, who is that? What the? I mean, it does. I don't think it's a troll or whatever from like our circles. I think it's just something else. Some just maybe troll account fucking with people. I don't know. But anyways, something about a blue jacket.
I don't know.
Okay, well, whatever.
I could give a shit less.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think it has anything to do with us, Phil, or our community, whatever, any of that shit. But anyways, so yeah, so he came. He's Negative saw by I guess my little mini battle or whatever on Twitter with a few people, namely the person who was supposed to come on tonight. And he obviously said, why don't I come on? It's like, okay. The reason why I was putting that offer out for people to come on is because of how they were just coming at me on Twitter. And that was my solution. Like, okay, listen, you want to talk? Let's do this. Let's talk about this on the channel. Maybe I thought by taking it off Twitter, maybe it can actually be a nice conversation. But that went to shit pretty quick. And then, so I'm like, well, I don't feel the need to have you come on for something like that, but I think this is a great idea. Like, why didn't we do this sooner?
Yeah, we didn't discuss any topic. We don't have anything planned. I mean, we don't have anything we're disagreeing with right now. So right. I just said, I'll come over. I mean, I'll answer questions if you have any to the best of my ability. I mean, I can't get in people's heads, but.
Right. Well, I mean, like I definitely, I mean, as far as the whole shit between those two creators, whatever, I don't really care to get in. That's between them. I'm leaving that alone. This whole shit though with the lawsuit and everything and the FBI investigation. I mean, I don't know. It's just it's nuts. Like I still have a lot of questions about everything. Like the answers I've been given, I mean, whatever, I accept them, but they're just, I don't find them all that satisfying, I guess.
I think everyone's got questions. I mean, the way she flip-flop back and forth, I mean, you can't take, regardless who you are, you can't take anything she said as fact. So let them investigate. Let the pros do it and get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, exactly. That's.
I don't think any of you guys that have been named are involved. Just to make that clear, I mean, I don't think, I don't know her reasoning, but I know you guys, weren't involved with that. You're not that malicious. You're nice. I mean, Claire, everyone I met over here is always been cool and nice with me. So I don't
And
know what. I mean, someone seemed to put her up to it. I
yeah,
have no idea who.
you see, I mean, and I'll be honest, okay, I'm sure. I'm sure no one over there is behind it either, or involved in it, I should say. I don't think anyone's like behind it so much, but I have suspected involvement, I guess you could say. Um, and yeah, I don't think anyone is. It'd be crazy if they were, and it'd be an outlier kind of situation if anything like that were to happen. So yeah, I'm sure they're not. It's still though. I mean, what do you think? What do you think was motivating her then?
I don't know. That's the craziest thing. I mean,
Yeah,
the timing of it was suspect. The way she came in the middle of the Talia lawsuit. That's always made me question things. But just, I don't know. I mean, is she an obsessed fan? I mean, was she put up to it? I mean, I've got 1,000 questions. I know we're not going to get answers, but
right. Yeah, that's the thing. We're very unlikely to get any answers. You're right. Yeah, I don't know. Like, this is the one thing I have not been able to just let go of. Like, I can buy whatever explanation or plausible, like suggestion of an explanation. Most things I can see happening, but I can't think of anything that makes sense though in this regard, for this part of it. Like, I don't know, maybe I don't know if she was maybe. I don't know if her interest was Katie so much, or if it was like Clark, or even if it was Tati, or I mean, if it was Salts. I mean, that's the weirdest thing. It's like she doesn't seem more fixated on one over the other. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's weird the way she jumped from Salts and now she's going at it. I mean, it's just strange, really strange.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think of. That's why I just stayed back and haven't made any comments, regarding it or who's involved. I mean, even when this first started, I stayed, I just kept to myself. I didn't get involved. I couldn't make heads or tails of it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to run in with opinions unless I've got something to go on. And it's not going to be screenshots. I can promise you.
Yeah, that's just, oh my God. And I don't know if you saw it or not, the list of sock accounts that I shared.
Yeah, I saw you post. I didn't take the time to look. I mean, like I said, I'm not interested at all. I could care less. Looks like she's got another one she's created that.
Yeah, but that list that I shared, that was just that was the current list of that day, really, pretty much. I mean, I don't think it changed that much daily, but it definitely changed frequently. I mean, there were new accounts, and then just older ones, whatever, were canceled. But I feel like that was just a very tiny snippet of what the detailed work that she put into this. I mean, that's just crazy. I mean, they would take me a month to do.
It was elaborate, almost like a team had to have done it.
Yeah, thank you. Oh my God, I think that's exactly what I said earlier. Like this, it does not look like it was one person who did this. It's a fucking team, but.
I mean, to keep track of everything so meticulous. I mean, all those, maybe a password manager, but I mean, I don't know. I couldn't, I'm really tech savvy. I couldn't keep up with her. I mean, that's why I don't know. I just don't know what to believe when it comes to anything she says.
I don't. Yeah, I'm with you right there. Like, I do believe that there was definitely, the threats were sent out. Yes, and I feel like the threats were real to the people receiving them. They weren't designed. They weren't set up or whatever. Like the effect was real, regardless of where it was coming from. So, I mean, bottom line is, regardless of who drove this, who inspired this, or who monitored this, or what the driving factor was, the shit still happened, So,
that's the biggest problem. All this online, to think that YouTube created take it to that extent, go real life with it, on CPS and threatening families. And I mean, it's YouTube. I mean, I got on this for fun as an escape to, like started like trolling flat earthers and, because I got tired of watching the news and regular TV, and it was just an escape from reality. Now it's a pain in the ass. I don't even want to go online anymore.
Yeah, no, it's true. You're right, though. I mean, online kind of started off as like being this break from life or whatever, this escape from life. But then when you create a life online, then it's just, it's the same as one, So where's the break at? Where do you escape to? Sack accounts.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's like they're taking all the fun out of it.
Yeah,
YouTube's done. I mean, what we had 3 years ago is gone. I mean,
it's what I keep hearing.
That's just what I feel. I mean, I don't know.
Well, I mean, no, there's no suitable like replacement has been proposed or whatever or created yet. I don't think. I know like other sites or whatever have tried. It just didn't take hold. Twitch, is probably the closest that I'm aware of, and that's what mostly gaming, right? I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I mean, but Discord communities.
Yeah.
But just, I don't know. I mean, I was just watching a couple of funny things. I forget who the creator is. He does these Discord, like the type of people in Discords, and it's funny as shit. He nails it on the head. He explains the type of people you'll find in there, and I got to send you the link. It's funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it. I was reminded not too long ago of a channel that I hadn't really thought about in fucking years, but Filthy Frank TV. I don't know if you remember that YouTube channel.
No.
You don't know Filthy Frank?
No, I'm playing one of the videos.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'll send you a link. I can't really play it on stream.
I see. It's that bad. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if I wasn't monetized, I wouldn't give a shit. Whatever. They'll just slap an 18 over whatever warning on it. But yeah, I do. I'm sorry. I'm a sellout. I do. If I can make money, I'm gonna choose to. But yeah, this channel
grifter.
though. Huh?
You damn grifter.
I know. I won't catfish though. I promise.
All right.
I'll angry. But no, his channel, like, he was very offensive, but he was satire. He was parody. He wasn't really offensive. He was mocking the people who are just so extreme in the ways of thinking, and on the political spectrum, but mostly just like societal spectrum. Really, he made fun of like people who were racist or anything he could say or do that was going to upset you or it was going to upset people. He made fun of the people who would say that normally. But his channel to a lot of people didn't always come off that way because they were just so busy being offended and shocked by what they were seeing or hearing. They didn't see what was being, the whole point of it. And this one channel though, she summed it up perfectly. I thought she said that there are two types of like assholes that his channel, brought to light. And it was either the people who didn't know it was satire and they aligned with the shit he was saying or doing, or it's the people who didn't know it was satire, but they're just so like outraged and so like morally, like, I don't know, like offended and everything, like it was like
the woke culture.
Yeah, like feigning outrage or whatever, like just above and beyond. Like, all right, you're good, like a social justice warrior, I guess you could say. Yeah. So it was like, it brought out like these two people, these two types of people, and that was the whole point of the channel because it brought out those two types of people for the purpose of like just mocking them, really. But I feel like you won't see that channel anywhere anyway now. I mean, it's still up, but you'll never see a channel created like that again. no, I don't think any content creator is going to feel free enough to do that. So
yeah, well, you know, I hear another Marshall Mathers LP again. I mean, that's never going to happen. They went crazy. The woke culture over his last, I forget what he did, but his first 2 albums, Jesus, if he said that now, it'd be a totally different story.
All right, I found it. Yeah, his channel, Filthy Frank. When did it started? I think 2013, but it's been like dormant for like 5-6 years now. So, but I'm going to link. The link I'm going to send you actually is the song. This is the song that introduced me to Filthy Frank. It's a good song.
It's the one you played the other night.
I didn't play it here.
Oh, okay. No, on Claire's channel.
Yeah, it was played on Claire's channel. Yeah. I didn't play it here. I played it on Claire's channel.
Yeah, let her get demonetized. She's not demonetized. Yeah, I could care less. I have no plans on aspirations of being a YouTube. I'm never going to be monetized. I just do it for fun. I mean, I'll release a bit here and there just to, I don't know. It's not my ambition.
No, I hear you. I do. Wait a minute. Just so you know, I sent the link in private chat there.
But you're getting really good. I mean, you're in the translator. I like the you're funny as shit. The responses you come up with. I forget what one had me in tears the other day. I sent you a message after watching it. It was so funny.
Yeah. I don't know which one it was. I know I did. I think the one about regarding uni might have been the last one I put out. No, one with Katie. I think was the last one I put out. I don't remember. I don't know.
See, I don't even. If it's got her name, I don't even. I'm so over it. I could care less about it. I just don't get why people just go on and on about just leave it alone. Move on to someone else. It's so boring. I don't know.
It's because I think, at least for myself, anyways, because she's not leaving it alone. Like, she's not left alone, I guess you could say. Like, she is still being her. So if you just catch wind of it, there's a new situation, a new example, a new act or whatever that's there ready to piss you off. So long as it's happening, well, people are going to get pissed off, I guess.
Oh, yeah, we were right to get pissed off. She blocked me because I made a comment about the something she said about the Laundry family. I mean, it was about the attorney and I mean, it wasn't anything bad. It was just, I don't know, a little criticism and blocked.
Right. Yeah, she can't handle any criticism, though. That's the thing.
So, I don't know, and I made her Discord server. She's like, "Would you mind having me my Discord?" And she mentioned it in a stream, and I was like, I want to still a member. Nah. So yeah, I haven't talked to her forever, but I know what I mean. No, I'm not gonna get into that tonight.
Yeah, I'm catching myself here too. And it's I don't want to. And honestly, I don't
want everyone to this toxicity and stop going after each other. I mean, I know.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And
yeah.
I'm trying to. Yeah, I'm making a concerted effort, but I don't know. I like it better when everyone got along. I mean, a lot of people they're like, "Why are you going to talk to them?" I've always jumped from community to community. I just don't hold grudges. I never have. If I fight with my brother tonight, tomorrow we go on like nothing happened.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like, I mean, even if something like really and truly pisses me off, like to my core, I'll stay just as pissed off like the next day as I was the day prior. But then like a week later, like it'll just be like ancient history. I will have forgotten completely about it. I
Yeah,
don't
it's just
know.
no good to dwell on it. It just hurts you
Right.
more than it hurts them. I don't.
Yeah, and it seems like things have blown up among us all lately, and like it's not just like, and I don't think it's just like one side of the community to the other. Like it's even like
Everyone.
our sides are blowing up, you know?
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I mean, the talking about people's addictions, and I mean that's one probably the thing that's upset me the most. That going after, I mean, a couple of people had. I mean, I'm struggled with addiction after my brain tumor was removed, and we've talked about that before. I think everyone has, or they know someone in their family that has, and
Yep. That's the
especially
thing.
in Florida. I mean, it's
Yeah.
serious down here.
I mean, like if there's someone that you know or whatever that you're concerned about, by all means, let them know, to have a, nice private conversation, whatever, and let them know your concerns. But above and beyond that, the more you keep harping on it, the more you're just going to push them both away from you and towards something else. So, I mean,
Oh yeah, yeah.
so I don't get this whole like speaking on shit publicly, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, and you're almost Streisand affecting it in
Yeah.
a way. It's a delicate thing, dealing with. So, but I mean, these are people that that are recovered addicts, but anything could push them back to that point. I'm not speaking of anyone in particular. I'm just
Yeah, no, we're not. Yeah, I mean, because let's face it, out of everyone here in the community, I think we're all kind of fucked up and probably on a shitload of drugs. All right, so we're talking about everyone if we're talking about anyone.
no, not everyone.
That's right. Katie doesn't do any. That's right.
Yeah, some Adderall.
No,
I'm prescribed Adderall. I mean, since I was in high school, I don't take it anymore. But
yeah, I feel like I grew out of it too. Like I'll get a script for it maybe a few times a year, but that's it. I mean, like I always have some in the house. Like I'm just never out of it because I never take it.
yeah, my medicine cabinet is a medicine I just don't. In antidepressants, I've got 3-4 bottles because I just forget to take it, and all sort. You know how it is. You just actually now I need antibiotics. But I end up giving them away to someone. Probably shouldn't say it on the air, but
what, antibiotics? Is that what you're saying?
yeah.
Oh, dude, are you kidding? That's probably like the one thing I will pay money for now. I swear to God, like, because, and I have insurance, and my insurance is just fine. It's not even like that. I just don't want to go and sit in urgent care or at the ER for hours just to get what I know is going to be that medication for this issue. And I don't want to do that. So yeah, I would not put it past me to offer someone $10 for some antibiotics.
No, and the pharmaceutical industry and insurance industries are really fucking us right now. I mean, I pay $600 a month for insurance, and my medicine isn't covered. This injection I need daily for the pituitary syndrome that I have. It's such a rare medication that it's $2,600 with insurance.
Wow.
How the fuck am I supposed to pay for that? How's anyone supposed to pay for that?
That's per month?
Per month.
Wow, that's crazy.
And and I have the, but they have those clauses. It's especially medicine. It's not, but I mean, it's to keep me from making too much growth hormone and my heart enlarging and there's long-term effects, and and they've done the same thing to the EpiPen and insulin now. $500 for a month. What the fuck's going on?
Yeah, and I mean, like, yeah, because I don't know how many times I see that argument or whatever, like, was the Narcan or Narcan, whatever that pen is, or that injection thing is, that's free, that's, but insulin, costs X amount of money, and I think people walk away from that thinking that, you're right, they should charge money for all the drugs, when instead of walking away from it thinking, wow, maybe we shouldn't be charging all kinds of crazy prices for medications that's keeping people alive.
Yeah, I might just spoke with my doctor the other day. He's like, this is not, he's like, this insulin medication went from $5 to $500 almost overnight. And, the EpiPens, parents have to buy those for their kids. They put, one in the book bag, like 3 in the house, scattered around, one at the school, one in the car. I mean, so they have it in case they need that epinephrine shot. And I think it's like $900 now per. I don't know.
And don't you they have an expiration date on them? So I mean, you're like routinely switching them out for a more fresh one, I would think. So even if you don't use it, it's an ongoing expense.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you've got the Sackler family that came up with OxyContin. Billions, and he got fined, $100 million something. But they were paying doctors to prescribe it. They're sending them on cruises. Whoever wrote the most oxy prescription, got a cruise. They get kickbacks on every prescription they wrote. They literally caused the opiate epidemic in this country, and no one's holding them responsible. So they're legal drug dealers. I mean, people are in prison for for cocaine. I mean, but these guys got the whole country addicted to opiates, and they pay a little fine. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not even like they didn't just get people in the country, like give them a chance to try drugs. They weren't just a drug dealer standing on the corner there for people to approach if they need be. No, they were putting drug dealers in people's homes basically and pushing the drugs onto people. I mean, I don't know,
turning doctors into drug dealers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I picture drug dealers, someone like on the corner, like he's not going to bother you unless you bother him, and he's not going to sell you nothing unless you come looking for something to be sold, But when I think of like the doctors and shit, like they're almost like the drug dealer that's like the salesman drug dealer, like that's banging on your door and shit, trying to push you to buy the vacuum or some shit.
Yeah,
like I feel like
salesman.
Yeah, I feel like that's like the maybe modern day OxyContin kind of drug dealer.
I mean, it's that if you look at the number, I think last year more people died of opiate overdoses than the actual virus. I mean, it's close. That's scary. I mean, that shouldn't be happening. I mean, but I don't know how you fix it. I mean, I saw in Canada they're actually giving out safe drugs. It's still, but they're getting actual cocaine, actual heroin, and they're just giving it to so they're not getting the fentanyl and overdose. I think it was in Vancouver. I saw the Vice episode about it. I was like, they're giving it away, and he said, the guy they're interviewing said, they get busted in the door any day now, but I feel like I'm seeing people die around me nonstop. And
yeah, well, like Beth here just brought up I never even thought about this. The family that's producing, pushed OxyContin and everyone, are they the same family who also produces Suboxone?
The Sackler family?
Yeah.
I don't think so. No.
Okay, well, at least there's that.
No, because buprenorphine was originally, Suboxone came a little late, but it was an alternative to methadone.
Right.
I can look it up and see, but yeah, it's not the Sackler family.
Actually, yeah. I want
to. They caused it. I mean, everyone and people get on Suboxone to try to get up. They'll stay on it for years because the withdrawals from that are just as bad as
Yeah, it is. I mean, yeah, it definitely is. When Suboxone maker Reckitt Bensicker. Oh, that's the maker. Oh yeah, okay. I guess that's the name of the drug company too. Drug company behind Suboxone settles with U.S. government. Oh, that's nice. So, first is sold OxyContin, then pharma companies saw market. Okay, I want to open this one.
So they are related.
Purdue Pharma is one of the pharmaceutical companies. Why are you on my screen? Go away. Go away. Why is this on my screen? You know, I have a virus on my browser. And I looked it up and everything, and I learned what virus it is, and I read and I tried all these trick steps and instructions to get rid of it, and it's still fucking there.
Oh, I got it too. Is that McAfee one?
Yes.
Jesus Christ, I can't get.
Yeah. Did you try following the steps though to get rid of it? I mean, it's like 2 hours worth of work to fucking do this, and that's if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And even then, it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, because it'll be on your other computer that's synced to this one, and as soon as you get it off this one, the other computer will just sync it, and you'll get it right back.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, and the files and shit that it embeds in, and it's like designed to lay there and wait and make you think that it's gone, and then when you relax, it jumps right back out, and it takes hold. I swear to God, I'm not even kidding. Like I know I sound like I'm joking, but that's exactly what it does.
I guarantee you, if half the people listening right now have that virus on their computer, they install it. It looks like an extension, but it'll show up in the programs file, and you'll hit uninstall, and it'll just spin and spin and spin and spin.
Well, the only reason why I learned about it, well, I mean, I knew I had the search engine that kept taking me away from fucking Google. That was pissing me off. But on Google Chrome, the extension icon up top, like if you click on it and everything, if you go to manage extensions, you right up at top, it'll say your browser is managed by your organization. So that's what I first noticed. I'm like, what? I don't have a fucking organization. What's that mean? So I'm clicking on it. I'm like, what the hell does this mean? Because I thought maybe that's why one of my other extensions wasn't working. Because maybe, I don't know, I had to turn on permissions or some shit. And yeah, then come to find out, I can't turn this off. And that's why.
Sorry, I had to run across the room. Did you get that link to the extension that puts the like dislike ratio back in?
Oh no, I didn't.
Yeah, I sent you a link. Just click on it, and you'll get your like and dislikes back.
Oh, sure. Okay, wait. All right, I'll check that out in just a second. Let me go back. Okay, now what led me on the whole like virus talk was this pop-up thing that kept coming up. But okay, so back to Purdue Pharma. One of the pharmaceutical companies accused of fueling the deadly opioid crisis considered selling an anti-addiction drug to an attractive market, quote unquote, of people struggling with addictions, according to newly unveiled court documents. Okay, so they were looking to get into the whole like remedy market, I guess.
Yeah, to remedy what they caused.
Yeah, but it sounds like they didn't get a chance to before, they were kind of busted. Some other pharma company though is taking the credit for Suboxone. See, and the Suboxone is definitely like a double-edged sword, I think.
Oh,
yeah. Like it avoids the whole dope sickness and everything. It completely, like it doesn't even not work a little bit. I mean, it's freaking perfect. But it also doesn't really get you high. I mean, I've heard people say that they felt high or whatever on it, but really I think what they're feeling is just the feeling of feeling fine. And after feeling like shit for so long, that makes you feel like you're kind of high, I think.
And it's got such a long half-life too.
Yeah, like fucking 4 days. It's great. Yeah. Because like when I got myself down to 2 milligrams, and I was like, oh, I could just stop taking it now. And it took like 48 hours before it really, before it worked its way in my system for me to feel like I was going to feel. That was a mistake, though. If you are listening and you are taking this medication and you think you can stop at 2 milligrams, chances are you can't and you shouldn't. You go ahead and you work with your doctor right down to 0.25 milligrams a day if you have to.
You're
whatever.
gonna be cutting those slips with scissors into little 16ths.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, like if you do that, it's it's effortless. It's painless. Maybe a little bit of, I don't know, mild discomfort here and there, or whatever, but nothing more than you're feeling right now this second. I guarantee that. And then when you're done, that is painless too. So.
Yeah, but it's the doctors keeping it. They turn it in. They kind of replace that. In Florida, especially. I mean, in South Florida, we had so many pill mills, and people would come down from Ohio, Kentucky, all over, and come at 95. They have this newspaper, and you could just go to the back of it, and it was just loaded with doctors' offices that. You would just jump from. You could see 3 doctors in a day. They dispense medicine in the office. So
how? I mean, how did they?
Yeah.
I was going to say, how does the DEA? How is that not flagging shit?
DEA put an end to that quick. It lasted for about 3 years, but they've gotten real strict. It's even now they've enacted a rule that unless it's for chronic pain, doctors, hospitals, they won't prescribe any type of painkiller for more than 3 days.
Not for nothing. It's genuinely like all that's really needed.
Yeah, and after 4 days, you're going to start feeling shitty.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's what shocked the hell out of me was just how quickly that it took hold. Like you didn't even realize it. Like you weren't even to the point yet, really, probably where you were taking it an hour or two earlier than you should have, or you're doubling up on it or whatever. Yeah. If you just took it as prescribed, like to the full prescription, like say if you were allowed up to 6 a day and say you took 6 a day, within a week, you would be feeling withdrawal if you stopped.
Yeah. And like in mine, I had the tumor, and I thought they were migraine. But they wouldn't go away. It was the worst headache I can describe. And finally, my doctor was like, we need to send you to get an MRI. And it turned out I had a brain tumor in my pituitary. So,
it's crazy.
But I was just taking them as prescribed, or when I had the headaches, but that became a daily thing. That was bad. But I went to, and then I went in, I had it removed, and the headaches went away. But now I've got another problem.
Yeah, it's fucking. I shouldn't laugh at that. It's not funny, really, but yeah.
And that's how most people get addicted to it.
Yeah.
They get, they have a broke leg. They get in a car accident. It's not intentional. I've seen a ton of professionals get caught up in, because they. It's sad. It grabs anyone.
Yeah, dude. Where I live, one of the first doctors to prescribe Suboxone, about 5 years after he started prescribing Suboxone, was then arrested for forging scripts for himself. This was a doctor treating addiction to painkillers, and after a few years, he's fucking, he's one of them too. It's just, it does not discriminate. Absolutely not.
No, same thing happened with the doctor that prescribed me Suboxone. I remember a year after I stopped seeing him, he got arrested for the same thing.
Yeah.
I used to manage at the yacht club, more relieved clutches and, things. But this doctor's wife, he was an ear, nose, and throat, and I've known since I was long as I can remember. And I opened it up to see which members it was, and so she got arrested about 6 months after that because she was calling in the pharmacy. It was only benzos, but she was calling the pharmacy and putting them under different people's names, going and picking them up, and so I'm sorry. I'm sure we're boring people that.
No, I definitely think this is a very important subject to discuss. I mean, no offense, chat, but if you're in chat and you can't relate or you're unable to relate, then you're lucky. Like, it's awesome. But I'm willing to bet like pretty much everyone in chat either personally relates or second, like one place removed can relate.
Yeah, I mean, my uncle, he's always been a straight and narrow guy, never touched cigarettes, never anything, alcohol. I forget how he got addicted to them, but I mean, he's an executive, and he got caught with it in Palm Beach County and got arrested. But when you get caught in Palm Beach County with it, they only give you 6 months probation. And for the county element, they'll hammer you around. It's just weird how how it works. You can in down Miami. I guess there's so many people down there. They can't arrest or put everyone in jail.
Well, no, what's fucked up about that is like there are still places like tons of places all throughout the country that have mandatory or minimum sentencing for like crack, but meanwhile, like anyone caught with like I don't know, selling a whole bunch of shit ton of like freaking fentanyl or whatever else, they're drug hoarders, some shit like that, that's it. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong. Again, I'm not suggesting this is not, if your walk away or take away from this is that, we need to start punishing the painkiller people more harshly, then no, you paid attention incorrectly.
And then you get them help somehow. And it's,
yeah, I mean, and the minimum sentence people for crack, like those need to be turned around.
Yeah, the minimum mandatory, because this is what's happening. Cops pull over someone. They know almost none of their cases will see a jury trial, so they don't give a fuck about proper procedure. They don't. They're going to toss your car. They're going to do whatever they want. And if they find anything, they're going to stack those charges. So they'll hit you with 3, 4, 5. They'll just stack them on. So it kicks you to plea out. So that way, they say, well, you're facing 4 or 5 years, but if you take this one charge, we'll give you 2 years probation, and it lets them get their arrest and the credit for it without having to. I mean, imagine if all those cases actually had to go to trial, and there'd be. There's a lot of.
It'd be impossible. Yeah, it like society would all be like living and working just to like keep the courthouse running. It's crazy.
Yeah, but they do that on purpose. They stack the charges. So that way they can drop them. They know you're going to plea out rather than risk going to trial for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, and the whole purpose of the whole point of even doing this, for them to do all of this, their end game, their goal. I'm sorry, I don't. By and large, I do not think that any of their end goal is to get the drugs off the streets. I also don't think that their end goal is to get the criminals in jail or whatever. It's the money. And it's the money that they get from, maybe not now with COVID and shit, but it's the money that they were getting for stocking the prisons and everything.
Yeah, and when you've got an attorney general and his whole stock portfolio is nothing but privatized prisons. There's an issue there. I don't know. I mean, I forget what his name was. It was the first one under Trump. His entire portfolio was nothing but privatized prisons.
It's crazy. Yeah, if that's if that is where you're making your money, then the last fucking place you need to be is anywhere near politics. Sorry.
I mean, I'm a capitalist, but I mean, there's some areas that probably should. I don't know. I always have, fight, I have an internal fight about that. I don't like regulations, but I don't think insurance companies should be, they're making record profits while we're suffering. And I don't know, there's a lot of injustice right now.
Yeah, no, there is. But I mean, I think at least this was a mistake I think I always made. And so I think a lot of people also kind of maybe make the same mistake as people, I think, fight and argue for something or against something, whatever, because they're doing it because they feel or think they're under this impression that if they just get past that hurdle, then they can sit back and relax. But that's not at all what any of this is about. Like, a government it's not some entity. It's a living, breathing organism. Mm-hmm. It needs to be constantly be tended to. It needs to be protected. It needs to be fed, whatever. And it's the sum of the people running it. I mean, I'm the government. You're the government. Because we are the ones who are creating and making the government. So if you're never gonna. The job's never over. There's never an end goal. There's never finally, we can sit back and relax. No, that day never comes.
No. I wish we could get Dr. Misha on here one night. She's brilliant. When she talks about, she'll talk about Adam Smith and I just want to blank on his book. It's in economic and Wealth of Nations, and she's a history teacher, professor, but Jesus, I feel lucky to have people like her that I can, go to when I have questions. I always try to surround myself by people, that are more educated, that are, subject matter experts, or have a, better understanding in the field so I can go in. So what's the deal with this? We had a friend that committed suicide in the server, and I forget I forget what type of physicist he was, but brilliant. We had these long conversations. Me and him, and I think Navy would go on, and he'd talk about like the Big Bang, and time. Just listen, hearing him explain these things to me, I missed him. I miss those conversations we had. So, but there's a lot of people in the community. It was weird. None of us thought he seemed, we didn't think anything was wrong. And then his brother got in touch with Navy one day and said he left a note. He committed suicide and said he wanted you all to know he loved you guys, and he loved the conversations he had with everyone, and to make sure he went on. I guess he left instructions how to go on Discord and message him, and let him know. When Navy told us that, it was upsetting.
I'm sorry.
But we never really told that story outside of the server before. Even when it's always, but it's illness right now. I'm seeing a lot of stuff on Twitter where people it seems to be affecting a lot of people. It's kind of scaring me.
Yeah, I know. I know exactly. I see it too. Yes, and this time of year, I'm sure it doesn't help, and COVID certainly is still lingering and still a thing. So that doesn't help. I would argue though it's not even just all that. I think there's more to it. I'm not sure what, but it feels like there is anyway.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, I guess all the the heightened, I mean, families. My father and I are at ends with because I mean he's turned into a staunch liberal and the far left with these crazy. And I mean, I used to when I was younger, I leaned more to the left, but as I've gotten older, I've started. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's like I started to lean more to the right.
No, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, I do.
I don't know. I mean, I guess as you grow, but lately, I mean, especially the last political cycle, I could not stand watching the news. I mean, it's and like in the Rittenhouse trial. I mean, it was what mainstream media was pushing, and both. I mean, they clearly have agendas. I don't.
Yeah, no, it. Well, I mean, I think their main agenda for any media organization is just to make money. But yeah, in order to make that money, they have to push one agenda or the other, or push them both. Yeah, it's definitely how it is, and I get it too. Like, I get if it bleeds, it leads, or whatever. But I mean, like, I was just talking to. Excuse me. I was just talking about this. The other night or whatever, I don't know, about a week or two ago, the fairness doctrine, what President Reagan pretty much ended, just done away with. And like, there's a lot to it, however, but one part of this that was gone, just, erased or whatever, no longer a thing, was the responsibility and the right of the government to monitor these news organizations, the media organizations. And also the media organizations were not only allowed to police themselves, they also had like no regulatory guidelines anymore. Like, there was part of the fairness doctrine was it was a regulation where, like, I don't know if it was every channel, I forget what exactly the specifics were, but for 30 minutes per broadcast day, they could not. Yeah, they could not push opinions. They could not push narratives. They could not, tell bullshit. They just had to report the facts.
Yeah, and they got that. That's how it's. Yeah, that's how it's like the broadcast news station, ABC, NBC, all those. They were given those channels, the broadcast stations, to run it, but they had to provide news. I think it was 2 news cycles a day.
Okay. Yep. All right.
But it started, so they gave them those, and they could play whatever they want, soap operas, whatever. That's changed now though. But that's how it originally started.
Yep. And it was like the FCC, like their involvement, their ability to regulate a lot of the stuff that was broadcasted, that all ended when Reagan done away with this, when he abolished it. Like, they were then left to police themselves. I mean, think about it. CNN is left to police themselves to make sure that they're fucking ethical.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, how did no one see this coming? But I don't know. But I get what you're saying though, like, about how you going from right to left or whatever, especially as you like get older. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm extremely left and I'm progressive as hell. But I'm kind of in support of the Second Amendment too.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm a huge Second Amendment supporter, but I also, I can't. The people that talk about, what was that politician when you call it a fully semi-automatic? I mean, there's so many. Like, remember the other night you were talking about women's rights, and I said something like, men shouldn't. They really shouldn't have any say so on, on the rules. It should be
Yeah.
a board of women that just come with the idea. Same thing with like gun control legislation. People that don't know about them, I've got a Mini 14 that's got a wooden stock. It's old and it doesn't look scary, but it's the same thing as an AR-15, but one just looks scarier than the other.
Yeah, no, yeah. There's definitely a difference between like shotguns or rifles, or there are. Like I grew up in upstate New York, so like hunting is everyone. I think every household I've ever been in my life has had a rifle or a shotgun or something in it. Just because that's how prevalent hunting and shit is. Like I haven't seen many handguns in my life, but I've seen a shit ton of rifles. But for the most part, yeah, it's there for hunting or whatever. But I mean, yeah, people also go and have fun with them. I'm sorry, my freaking ideal vacation, and I wish that they would make this, or just, I don't know, this place existed, would be like an adult amusement park where you could go and just blow all kinds of shit up and just shoot any weapon you wanted. If it existed, yeah, here, go have fun.
Exists.
Huh?
That exists, yeah. I mean, if you want to do a serious one, they've got to,
I'm talking like grenade launchers. I'm talking like RPGs.
Team Skeptic was talking about his trip to Vegas, and they got every fully automatic weapons or anything. We got it here too. There's a company that rents them out, and you can. But they actually have the demolition out there in Vegas.
Yeah,
does that.
That's what I want. I mean, like a lot of places you can go and you can fire all kinds of guns and shit. Yeah, I get that. They're called gun ranges for the most part. But yeah, I want to blow shit up though.
Yeah, those are class 3 firearms, the ones that, and stuff, just stuff that you can't, fully automatic weapons. I've never shot a fully automatic weapon, but I'd like to. I mean, and I've got a permit, I've grown up with guns my whole life too, and I just don't. I don't know if everyone's house had one, but I had a buster one time that it's a sad story. He was sitting in the car with his brother, and he pulled out a gun. He thought it was unloaded, put it to his head, and pulled the trigger, and he did it right in front of his brother, and his mom was one of our prep cooks there too, and he was there busting that night, and then the next day, I heard the story. I'm like, what? Same thing. I mean, I don't know if you watch Tiger King, but the same thing. I mean, I remember the reaction on that guy in the Tiger King when he saw that. Jesus.
I never watched Tiger King. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, don't come for me. I've never watched a single episode of any Tiger King. So
I hear series 2 or season 2 is just is better than the first one. I haven't watched it yet, but I hear it gets really crazy. I don't know. I didn't. Like you said about being a hunter, I've killed a deer and a pig both times. I felt like throwing up. I've never hunted. I felt horrible after, and I know I still eat meat, but. What?
Yeah, it's unless you've ever lived a life where you are very familiar with the feeling of starving, and you are faced with having to do this in order to not starve, it's gonna affect you, I think, because I mean, I don't know.
And I know it's kind of hypocritical of me, but since I eat, I have no problem with people that hunt. I mean, it tore my stomach, and I can't stand seeing animals. Mm-hmm. I remember one night I was driving on it was a dark road, and this dog ran in front, and the car in front of me had their brights on. He slammed on his brakes, and I slammed on mine, and we just as we were passing each other, the dog, what happened, and we stopped and tried to find the family, and it died. I mean, we were both crying on the side of the road. We still couldn't find it was upsetting. And on my way back from Minnesota, first time I ever saw him, I saw a deer running to the side of the truck, and I'll never forget. I don't know. I just can't. can't stand seeing animals suffer.
Yeah.
Even wildlife shows, when I know it's part of nature, but like I was
Yeah, I
watching
know.
a show in Florida where this gator was stalking a hog that was drinking, and he grabbed it, and you could hear the squealing. I'm like, oh, that's horrible.
Oh.
I don't.
No, I hear you though. I mean, you're right, and I mean, like, I find myself like championing and cheering on the gazelle without even giving a second thought to the poor tiger who's probably sitting there starving.
Yeah, and it's weird how like
Well, yeah, we
Molly
don't want to see him suffering. Yeah.
remember Molly and me. I guarantee you, or maybe that wasn't the movie. Remember the dog Marley?
Oh, Marley and Me or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I guarantee you, most people at the end cried. But it's weird. We can watch that, action movies and watch people, 50 people killed in it. But
Or no,
you see a dog die, we all start crying. I mean, it's.
I was just thinking about this movie the other day in the shower, and I swear to God, I started tearing up in the shower. A Dog's Purpose or whatever it was, the one with Dennis Quaid. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, I was thinking
different lives, and he kept coming across the same girl. It started out, he changed different breeds.
Yeah. No, it was the old man. Okay, he had his dog or whatever, and he was taking care. Or no, his son knocked a girl up or whatever, had a wife, and then the son died. So then it was the mother and then the granddaughter. They were living with this guy, this family. But then the mother just kind of was a bitch, and then just like took off with the daughter, and so they lost their granddaughter for the most part. And I guess there was a part in the movie, or I can't quite remember exactly how it finished or how it began, but I guess the dog was dying, and he had said, the man said to the dog, go out and find her. If you find her, keep her safe, protect her, or whatever.
Yeah.
And so then the dog, was reincarnated or whatever into another breed. And yeah, the dog happened to cross paths with the daughter or the granddaughter, remember the smell or whatever. And it kept coming back as a new dog and coming across the granddaughter. So this dog would keep protecting this granddaughter. And then the granddaughter finally, I don't know, got the information or whatever from the mother to go into the father's home, to see the grandparents and shit again. When, now the granddaughter was an adult and shit. And so while there.
Boss dog.
Yeah, yep. While there, the man recognized that dog was his old dog. So, and he made a comment to the granddaughter, to the wife and everything, saying, what do you mean? This was my dog first. It's my dog first. And they're like, what are you talking about? So he's like, watch, I'll show you. And he goes out into the field and he does this trick or whatever. All he does is he throws it up in the air and the dog remembers and does the trick and shit. And everyone's just like, oh God.
He's like, is that you, boss dog?
Yep. Oh my God.
That was a great movie. I like that. Marley and Me was another one of my favorites. It was a real story. I mean, he was a columnist I forget.
Yeah, there was based on a true story, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. He was a columnist for a newspaper, and it was Miami Herald, I think, but he wrote those columns, and he included Marley in them, and their antic, the Great Escape, when they went to get him neutered, and I don't remember the guy, and when he ate the wife's necklace, and she had to get it out of the. Yeah, that was a good movie too.
Oh, I just
we're going all over the place tonight.
I know. I just noticed the chat. I'm sorry, I wasn't, because I do this all the time. I feel like if I'm watching the chat, then I'm being rude to the guy, so I don't watch the chat. But just looked at the chat, and I want to say, where'd it go? Shoot! Thank you so much for the super sticker, Christy Z. Thank you. Hey, girl, dude, I waited for you at work yesterday. I peeked my head out of the bar, like, oh, she's not here. Like, okay, I guess we're not going to go out for cocktails tonight. No, it's okay. I get it. Shit happens. But I did look out for you and see if you were going to show up because I was going to try to have a cocktail with you.
Oh,
So now that made you feel guilty about it. No, I'm kidding.
You guys sit at, you're allowed to sit at the bar at the end of your shifts, and
oh no, well,
there's applying clubs.
Yeah, no, I work at two places, and the place I work at on Sundays is like in my old job. I consider it. It's a slow place too. I'm mostly like in the restaurant rather than the bar there, and so yeah, I mean, if I was looking around the corners, to see if she was there, she would have been there as a customer. But then yeah, when I got done, I would have been hanging out there having a drink or two with her. But yeah, where I work now, dude, from the my other job, when the minute I walk in the door to the minute I leave, I don't stop moving once, like not even for a break. It's crazy. Like we're talking like 6, 7, 8, 10, 12-hour days sometimes. So
Really, yeah, that's why I started busing at 15. My dad made me. Yeah, he's like, if you want a car, you have to come up with half the down payment on your own. And so I started working at 15, and then at 17 and a half, I got promoted to a server before. It was during the summer. I remember the GM was pissed too. He was like, "What do you mean you're 18? You turned 18 today? You've been serving for months." I was like, and then then I just worked my way out. But that wasn't my original. I mean, I was studying with financial CFP, like my dad was, and he had to retire early. So, yeah, since I was a business major, and then I went and specialized in forensic accounting. So, yeah, I mean, they went to the assistant manager. They're like, "Look, we'll make you interim GM if you just take a couple courses in Syracuse." So I was luckily I was able to take dual enrollment, and then which saved a lot of money. And then, then we had the kind of pocket, or was it prepaid? Remember when the 80s they had the prepaid college funds?
yeah, yep.
And so I had that, but then the board was like, "Yeah, we'll pay for you."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was I was signed up to one such program at this place I worked at in high school. Yep.
But that's, I mean, dual enrollment. I mean, if you're a parent and that your kids are offered that, I mean, you take one class and you get, both high school and college credit. Why would you not do it?
Mm-hmm.
It's the best deal in the world.
Yep.
I mean, I graduated with so many people. We graduated, with their age at the same time in high school. Sometimes the graduation would be the week before. I mean,
and I think, I don't know if I knew then what I know now, but I mean, like, seriously though, like college, for example, I mean, if you imagine going to school and also working at a place or whatever, where you can see in real time the direct results of your education. Like, imagine just seeing it play out in real life, in real time, right there in front of your eyes. That's got to be so cool to be going to school for something and then, working in the field and everything. And then to get paid to see this happen. I mean, I don't know. I think that would make people study a hell of a lot more.
Yeah.
It would feel like less of a waste of time, I think, in my opinion. I don't know.
And that's why I kind of enjoyed, like doing the, hanging with messing with the flat earthers, and because it brought me back to the science class that I just totally ignored, and only paid attention enough to pass the test, and then I left my head. But that was one good thing. That was one positive that came from it. Hanging out with all those idiots was learning physics I had totally forgotten and would have never known again. And
it's Monday. Why are you naked? Mrs. Cassandra asked. Well, for two reasons. One, I might have taken a little bit of mushrooms earlier, so I don't know. I don't want to have to sit here and feel like I have to worry about my makeup and shit like that. But also because when my guest here is using an avatar, so I don't know. I feel like it's it's rude of me if I don't. But honestly, it's more or less the shrooms part. And when is your creating cocktails video coming out? Actually, when I'm done with the stream, I'm going to record them. So I'm going to say tomorrow they'll be out.
How are you going to do? Are we going to do it at home? I would have done it at work had someone record you. And
yeah, first of all, then yeah, but I have to do it off hours, and which means after like working 10 hours, I don't really want to be there anymore. But also too, I don't know how they would feel about it. I mean, I imagine they wouldn't have an issue with it because really publicity is publicity, but I don't know. I don't exactly have the most stellar reputation on YouTube, so maybe they would mind. But I never asked. But also I don't know. I want to feel free though too to just talk and just do things how I want. I feel like at work I still have to behave a certain way. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, right. You mentioned someone making fun of mixologists. Did you go to? Do you know Flair and all that, or?
Yep. Well, it's showcase bartending. It's called actually. Yeah, I haven't taken that or even, I don't know, had anything to do with any of that training or learning or whatever in like 25 years. So, I can't throw anything up and catch it, to be honest. I mean, I know how. Like, I remember like the rules about it. You know, the physics or whatever of it. But yeah, it still takes practice, and I can't do it.
Were you in a nightclub? I mean, it's only really useful on.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it's really only useful if there's an audience for it and you're good at it.
Because it's a waste of time otherwise, right?
Yeah, it is. And in fact, where I'm working, if one of the bartenders were to start doing that shit, I'd want to just knock them right the fuck out. Like no, it's just you get so busy, it's not the place for it. But yeah, and I would even argue and say that, it's not even that much of an asset anymore like it used to be. Because nobody really cares, I don't think. I mean, it's cool to watch for like, 5 seconds, but then, just move on. So I don't even see the point really of learning that skill and marketing it, but it's not going to really earn it.
It's more important to make precise drinks. I want my staff making precise drinks so I can, I know exactly how many drinks I'm getting out of a bottle.
Well, see, yeah, well, that's true. Yes, you need to have accurate inventory, absolutely, because nothing hemorrhages money quite like a fucking bar does. But I would even argue too that it's very important that you're measuring everything properly. Otherwise, the drinks aren't going to taste the same. They're not going to serve the same. They're not going to look the same. It's I don't know. I like it. People think, oh, bartending, you can just pour yourself all the fucking booze and shit you want. No, you don't want that. You want to enjoy the cocktail. So. Yeah.
And you'll screw it. I like watching. You ever watch was it Bar Rescue with?
Mm-hmm.
And he goes in and same with Gordon Ramsay does. I forget his name, but he goes in and redoes the bars and.
Yeah.
Was it Kitchen Nightmares? And I forget the bar. But yeah, those bartenders I've seen. They always go in and the owner's drunk. The bartenders are making drinks and I'm like, oh, it's filthy.
I've seen episodes or whatever. Bartenders there like smoking cigarettes and shit while pouring, like holding the draft handle with one hand with a cigarette in between the same fingers. It's like, are you fucking kidding me?
I know.
I mean, years ago, I get it. Years ago, I did the same thing. Years ago, I did. But now it's just like,
yeah, we used to be able to smoke in restaurants, but we'd smoke back in the break room, and yes, but never in front of guests. Mm-hmm. You don't want to see that. I mean, they're nasty. I mean, they never clean up after themselves. I mean, it's almost like this new generation just takes no pride in, they have no work ethic anymore. I remember seeing that like every year it'd get a little worse. Then you got people coming in. They didn't really give up. I'd say after I was a clean, the organized, living room when I was I guess that's why you have promotions though. But.
No, I know exactly what you mean. This where I work now is so fucking strange. I actually work with good people. Like I think at least they're good at being good at being other workers. I guess. Besides the whole calling in part, maybe I don't know, but I mean, like when we're working, I cannot think of any time I've worked a shift where I sat there and thought, what a fucking slacker that person is. Like no one there is a slacker. It's crazy. I've never worked at a place with no slackers before.
Yeah, it's all in the hiring. I mean, I had a chef who broke down the methods because I was like I kind of like this girl. I want to bring it on. And this is when I was a clubhouse manager then, and he came out and he asked the question. And I was like, whoa. I think, if you surround yourself with a good team and, so I had, great department heads around me, and they're trained well, then it's kind of a trickle down effect. So everyone's trained well, but there's always going to be a slacker, no matter where you are, you're always going to have one.
Right. I mean, there's always going to be one who's the most slackerist of all. I get that because there's that's just the way it is. But like in the terms of slacker, like, oh, I hate working with this person. They never fucking do this. They never do that. I've never had an experience like that where I work now. Like there never once have I looked at any of my coworkers and thought, oh God, you don't fucking do shit. It's been the exact opposite. And I sometimes wonder if I'm that coworker now.
What's the turnover like?
It's not bad. It really isn't. Taking into consideration, COVID and all that. It's really not bad. But there is still a little bit of a turnover rate. But again, I don't know how much of that is COVID or how much of that is just, there's the extra stress or whatever on the employees that are there because there's such little workforce right now. I mean, we're all kind of stuck working these really long shifts for a day here or there, whereas any other place or any other time in history, like we'd probably be fucking scratching each other's eyes out just to get like 2 more hours, So it's kind of weird, but honestly though, the people that we have there, like, I think one person has been fired there the entire time I was there. And I don't think anyone who's just like quit, like up and quit, like everyone's put in a 2 weeks notice and shit there. So even if there is a turnover rate, it's done the right way, at least.
Yeah. I was good, but I was just reading it.
Anyway,
why don't you go read your comments? I feel bad. I feel like we're leaving the chat out.
Yeah, we probably are. Let's see. Chrissy, yeah, I saw your comment too, Chrissy. Yeah, tell Chris I said jerk. You can always leave Chris at home. I mean, us girls can just hang out. We don't need him, You sure you can? Sure you can after mushroom? Oh yeah, I totally can. I can do anything on mushrooms. It doesn't even faze me. Do you use a measuring tool or just count when pouring? Well, see, when I'm here, like at my house, I don't have the pour spouts or whatever. So yeah, I'm going to use a measuring tool. But if it's just any average or normal pour spout, one that does not automatically cut off, then I count. I do like a 4 count. Oh, damn! It's been 1 month already. Time flies. Yay! 2 month member. Thank you, Karen. Thank you. I think we're caught up. I think I'm caught up now. Yeah. If you to the chat, if you don't tag me, I'm probably not going to see it. So, because like especially now when I took mushrooms earlier, so I look for the big orange. Yeah, no, it's weird though. Like I don't take a lot of them when I take them. I take it just enough to make me mellow, kind of happy, little laughter, little smiley, you know. And that's about it. And then and I'll go to sleep very well when I'm done.
Oh, the microdosing.
Well, yeah, like tonight was a little bit more than microdosing, like but it was nowhere near a full dose. Like it was less than half of a normal dose. So, where like a microdose is like, I don't know, much smaller. I haven't even been microdosing in months, probably. Like, I don't know. I think the only reason why I thought to do them tonight is because I finally found one of my distributors there. The ones I like and I trust and everything. They finally got a new shipment of penis envy in, so I want to try my hand at growing that for the first time.
What was that?
Penis envy.
Yeah, you kind of make me feel uncomfortable. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
No, that was perfect. Oh my god! Oh my god, that was so funny. Oh, yeah. If anyone here listening doesn't get the joke, I'm not about to explain it to you, but it's a good joke.
Oh, I'm gonna catch hell for that too.
Yeah. I'm waiting to see something. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think I'll catch hell for it, but I'm waiting to see my DMs or my messenger light up.
Oh, it'll be clipped in 30 seconds.
It's clipped already, dude. What are you talking about? Yeah, I thought you were at first. It took me a minute. I thought you were breaking my balls because of like the name penis envy, but I'm like, no, he had to have heard of penis envy before. It can't be that. Then it
no, that's the problem with Twitter too. The sarcasm doesn't come out, and I need to start using emojis more. I'm really sarcastic and just bust people, but I mean well. I don't know. And I don't hate anyone. I don't know.
I know. Did you just say penis envy? I thought we weren't supposed to. John got the joke too. Yes, penis envy. I'm sure everyone here knows, but for those who don't, it's a strain of mushrooms. That's like one of the stronger strains, and I'm told it's also difficult to grow. So I welcome the challenge. What is that? So did I lose you or?
Oh no! I was just
okay, all right. It was like
no, I thought you were
there.
responding to the chat. I felt like like we.
You don't want to comment on penis envy. Yeah.
Normally, you're really active with the live chat. I feel like I'm taking you away from him.
No, it's okay. Actually, right now I'm Googling what this translates to. New spam comment. What the hell is this? I apparently I got a comment there in my chat that is known as, I don't know, some weird plugin or something, Tech or whatever. And I don't think I don't think anyone saw it here because it was hidden. The comment was hidden. But I could tell that it was like, it looked like it was in Russian or something. So I Googled it to see what the hell it meant. And it's coming back with something about being in some new shit. And new spam comment. Vark Tech. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, it's hard keeping up with it, reading the chat and trying to pay attention to both. You're getting really good, though. I can see you improving it every time you stream or do a video.
Thank you. I couldn't do it without my mods, though. They do like almost everything.
Yeah.
Shut up, go away. I'm sorry.
It's weird to see a channel with just 3 mods, but they handle it. Yeah.
They don't get me wrong, but the mods absolutely deserve in all the credit. But I do have to also give some of the credit, a lot of the credit to the chat themselves, because for the most part, I don't know. I don't think that they're a bad chat. I don't know. It's their chat. They can take. I mean, they can do what they want with it.
Yeah. No, I'm just going through messages right now. So.
No, actually, everyone has to stay on topic, and the focus is always on me. Okay, let's be honest here. Don't talk about your own shit. Just talk about my shit. And if you don't, then I'm going to bring you on, and we're going to fight. I'm making fun of Katie. I'm sure you know, though.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I didn't get a laugh, so I guess I kind of wondered.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I was reading something. I said something earlier that I shouldn't have. So.
Oh. No, it was the hilarious thing. That was absolutely, you should have.
No, not that.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I was emotional. I mean, I shouldn't have said. Anyway, it's not. I'm sorry.
Well, do you owe me no apology? But
no, it's not to you.
It's all good. It's all good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, as a friend.
I think I know what you're. All right, I think I know what you're talking about. But it was all respectful, and I'll be the first one to say that if anyone disrespects anyone over some shit like that, then I'm gonna take issue. Like if anyone here from, I guess, my side or our side or whatever gave anyone over their shit over something like this, I would take personal offense to it. So.
No, it wasn't that. Anyway, yeah, but our whole point, the reason, like yesterday, people seem to think when I comment to you that I'm attacking you, and they don't realize that we talk behind the scenes all the time, and that we're, and drama is not really that never comes up. It's always
Like I think
the last thing we talked about.
Yeah, like I think we talked about it more tonight than we ever have.
Yeah.
Like in all of our conversations combined.
So yeah, I just don't like the group thing, and because you're friends with one person means you can't be friends with someone else, and and like you said, the people aren't. One action doesn't. What did you say again? People are the sum of their.
We are the sum of all of our actions, or all of our behavior, all of our choices, whatever, all of our acts. There's no one act that defines us. We are the sum of all of our acts.
So anyway, it's getting late. So. Yeah,
it is getting late. I was just gonna say on that note. So yeah, all right, I'm gonna wrap this up here, guys. I'm just gonna go over the chat real quick as I'm talking. Random accounts coming in with that message all night. Okay, all right, thank you, Nikki. All right, did you just okay? I'm caught up now. So yes, thank you so much for coming on Negative Exponents. Thank you. This is how we chat too all the time. It was just a nice, easy, fun, flowing chat, and and I think. I don't know. Even when we disagree on shit, like that's pretty much how it goes. That's how we talk about it. So, but I want to thank you again, though, for coming on.
Oh, anytime. Anytime. It's fun.
Thank you, chat, for being so nice and kind and polite to one of Uni's mods here. And yeah, so hopefully now though, when like people come across you or whatever, maybe they'll it's that dude Negative that Aaron had on panel. He's pretty cool. So
actually, every time I've come in your chat before, everyone's been nothing but nice.
Right? Yeah.
You probably got the friendliest chat I've been in. Everyone welcomes. Claire's always welcomes me. Michelle, always they're good about that, making you feel welcome. I see you got some more. So I guess as you grew, you had to get some more mods, but
yeah, I mean, yeah, like I think the last one to join the team was the Do Good Letters, and that was a while ago though. Oh, I mean, there's Steve. I mean, Steve was added afterwards, but I mean, he doesn't count. So, I mean, I think he was added just for like the whole like sharing links thing or whatever. But I mean, yeah, he's welcome to stay. He does good modding too. But the bulk of the bulk of all the work of everything it is right here in this crew right here. They deserve it all.
Yeah, and I like Claire's streams. She taught me about the elf on the shelf or the other night. I didn't know it existed, and I looked at it, and she shows little clips of the elf in compromising positions. It's really funny. So that's why I like reaching and meeting new people, and watching the same streams gets a little old after a while.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, there's no reason we can't branch out, and
the streams, I feel like it should be kind of like when you walk into your neighborhood bar, kind of, in a sense. I don't know. Yeah. unless they, I don't know, unless you got like a lot of family in the area, then it's gonna be a lot of fights, maybe. At least it was for us. But all right, on that note, guys, I'm gonna go. So good night. Thank you for being here, and thanks everyone. I'll see you guys later.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night.